Okay, I am going to forewarn all you men who may be watching this that you may want to leave the conversation right now because it might be a bit too much information for you. But for all my ladies, this one is for you. Okay, so today is the first day of my cycle, and I started thinking like how I used to feel when I was a teenager, in my 20s and my 30s, when I got my cycle. And it's funny, I was aware in my teens that certain things I would eat would make me have a really painful cycle versus if I took out those things. So when I was a teenager, didn't eat very well, I would buy those little Debbie brownies. They were like 25 cents at the corner store, and bring them to school with me. I would have like a sweet drink, and whenever I ate those things, oh, I would be in so much pain, like doubled over when it was that time of month. And I started to become aware of that. So I would always try to not eat those things before that time was coming, and it would alleviate some of the pain, but I still had, some cramping. Then in my 20s, started to watch a little bit more of how I was eating, but still didn't understand the connection of eating more plant foods that will help your body just function so much better. Didn't get that part. And I probably drank more alcohol than I should. So still had, some cramping where I would have to take a painkiller. In my 30s, about the same, a little bit of, I guess it alleviated a little bit. But it's funny, I am now in my mid to late 40s, and I have noticed, well, actually ever since I added in concentrated fruit and vegetable powders, that definitely changed. Like, I don't even know when I'm gonna get it anymore. Like, I used to always have symptoms of, okay, my cycle's about to be here, I feel this, I have this cramping, or, I got a little stomach ache. Now I don't even have symptoms. Like, I'll just go to the bathroom and be like, oh, it's here. And so it just makes me think there's so much research behind the power of fruits and vegetables, right? Including how it improves blood circulation. It improves, it reduces inflammation. It does all these things that when put together, it helps your body function so much better. So now when it's my time of month, I'm almost like, surprise, because I'm not expecting it. I'm not thinking about it. My body feels good, and then it just happens. And I'm just like, I know there's people that suffer a lot. Like, I have a sibling who would be incapacitated that time of month back in the day. She used to, wherever she was, she could have been at school, she could be at work, she would have to leave wherever she was and come home, and then she would vomit, and she would be in so much pain. Painkillers didn't even really help her that much. I think it alleviated a little bit, but I mean, she had an extreme case of that time in the month. It was really bad. So I think back, like, I used to have painful periods, and now I don't. And I really contribute a lot of that, because I will notice if I do have something that's not the best, like chocolate and anything with caffeine were triggers for me to feel a more painful time of the month. And I avoid those things now anyway. And I've taken gluten, a lot of gluten. I still have gluten occasionally. Right now I just did the shred, so I'm feeling better than ever. So I was really surprised today. But also dairy, because dairy is an inflammatory. So keep these things in mind. I have the easiest way to get tons of plants in your body through the fruit and vegetable concentrates I have been using for 12 years. It has totally changed my cycle. It has changed a lot of things for me. But I just was reminiscing, thinking, wow, I am so grateful to now have this be pain-free every month versus before. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I can share what I'm doing with you too.